Unless you're a genius, then we'll keep you around. But anyway, just looking at my time. All right, so hitting on the exciting topic that Carol wanted me to talk about. So we've kind of talked about how, customer service sucks, going for a customer experience, how you need to start listening to your clients. And I guess since you guys are social media people, how all of that crap relates to social media. I first off want to say I'm by no means an expert in this field. I personally have a LinkedIn account that I logged into 9-10 months ago. I don't use Facebook because personally I have no time. I really don't need another thing to suck up time in my life. I do, however, tweet like crazy. Well, okay, I shouldn't say like crazy because you guys are all probably like, I tweet like crazy in comparison to the people I know. You guys are all probably excessive tweeters and do all kinds of things. However, I did learn a bunch of key things. Originally, I got sucked into the, I'm at the pub right now. I'm enjoying dinner. I got sucked into that for like the first week, and then I started saying, okay, if I'm going to put time into this, I need to do something useful with it. I've now learned something about customer satisfaction. I've now learned something about how to listen to people. How does that relate to Twitter? You guys can come up with your own conversation for another night about LinkedIn and Facebook. So I'm going to relate to Twitter. And so I started thinking, it's a little bit of a time sink, so you have to devote time to it for it to work. And if you can't devote time to it correctly, then don't do it, because otherwise it's a half-assed job and it just sucks, and people notice that. But so on my end, I started realizing that I could start searching and doing localized searches based off of information. So, being in the computer industry that I am, every day I go in and I look at people that are commenting within a 150-mile radius in Dayton, Ohio. I look at people that are searching for Apple, people that are searching for Mac, people that are searching for MacBook Pros, iPods, you name it, within that listing. Then I also, because I'm trying to be somewhat smart, I know my competitors. So I follow within 150 miles. Anytime somebody is keywording X place or B place, I want to see it. And so now that gives me an opportunity. I'm sure some of you guys have categories that don't have as much stuff as the technology sector, like Apple. There's a lot of crap. People constantly talk about Apple, and then occasionally you get information about people buying apples. But it just throws you off because they're like, I bought a juicy apple today. And you're just like, I didn't need to know that. But so I started searching through all this stuff, and it took time, like on the weekend when I'm sitting around watching TV and there's a movie on, I'll start going through some of this stuff. And I started seeing what people are saying about these products. I'm seeing about what people are saying about the stuff I sell, or about the people that are potentially buying the stuff I sell. And I like to think that we're a pretty big company as MacTown, but dude, I bet maybe 5% of the population of Dayton know who we are. Now it allowed me, when somebody started saying, hey, I think I'm going to go buy a MacBook Pro this weekend. I'll have people that will say, driving to Cincinnati right now to get my new iMac. I would be able to instantly see what people are talking about in my industry and be able to start relationships and just start to go, hey, you know what, if you didn't know, there's a place in Dayton, we do that. We'd be more than happy to take care of it. You know what, Joe's working today. Go in and talk to Joe, tell him you started a conversation with me, he'll take care of you. You get to also start, and that was totally exciting to me, and for a while, not a whole lot came out of it, but then I ended up starting having relationships where somebody would go into my store and buy something based off of, because when I was sitting in my boxers watching TV, I was intelligent enough to say, why don't you stop to MacTown and not drive 50 miles? And be able to start those relationships, and people came in based off that. And it was cool because these were people that never had heard about us. And then it was neat because then I personally, being the manager, I can go in and I know that they bought something. And then I can reply back and just say, hey Jamie, hey, thanks for coming in, hope they took care of you. Now I've started a conversation with them. Now I'm what I would consider providing customer satisfaction and not customer service. I'm having this conversation. Hey, what did you end up, I see you got a MacBook Pro. How was your time with Joe? Little freaky, because the minute that I ask them that, they have the ability to tweet back and be like, you know what? Joe completely undermined me and everything I said made me feel like crap. I am opening myself